That's why we call ourselves Venom.
You action figure enthusiasts out there, JC here, and welcome to a Tuesday edition of TNI News. Now, just real quick, I know in yesterday's video, I said I was going to be throwing up probably a review of the new Flash movie, which I did see last night. I saw an advanced screening of it last night. I will be sharing some thoughts, some brief non-spoiler thoughts at the end of this video, but enough news items came out since yesterday that I thought it was better just to go on and do primarily a news video today. I also do have a full written review, again, non-spoiler, over on Toy News International. I will put a link to that down in the video description below if you want to check that out. Okay, so let's get into the actual action figure news, and let's start off with a little bit of news from Mattel and Jurassic Park. So today, thanks to the Amazon Japan website, we got official images for the new Jurassic Park Hammond collection Brachiosaurus figure. So this is for, your 3.75 inch figures. This bad boy, this big boy, I should say, dinosaur stands about 27.36 inches tall with that super long neck. And then the length of him is said to be about 32.69 inches. So the cost on this one here in the United States looks like it's going to be about $85. It is not yet available on the U.S. Amazon website or any U.S. retailers at this time, but I imagine it will be going up fairly soon. And then it should be released later this year. I don't have a whole lot for you on the DC Multiverse or McFarlane Toy Front today, but I just wanted to let you know that Big Bad Toy Store has gotten in stock that DC Multiverse exclusive, their first exclusive that they put up, the DC Rebirth Flash figure, the one in black. So the pre-orders had sold out on this one, but it is in stock and is available for purchase at this time. I don't know if they had some cancellations or what, but the cost in this one is $29.99. For you Power Ranger fans, we've got a preview image from ThreeZero for another one of their 1/6 scale Fig Zero Mighty Morphin Power Ranger figures. This is the Dragon Shield Black Ranger figure. At this time, all we have is this one preview image, but I suspect more details will be coming soon. If you're a fan of the Battletoads video game, you can pick up this new Zitz ToyCon New Jersey convention exclusive figure. It is available for pre-order over at Big Bad Toy Store. Now, this figure was actually released in hand at the convention this past weekend. This is considered a convention exclusive, again, to the ToyCon New Jersey convention. So some people have actually already gotten this figure in hand. Big Bad Toy Store is supposed to have it in stock by next month. This is from Premium DNA Toys. They're doing the 6-inch Battletoad figures, and this is essentially the first figure in that line that has been released. So if you didn't go to the convention this past weekend, but you want to add it to your collection, you have an opportunity to pre-order it. It does have a hefty price tag. The cost of it is $69.99. Now, speaking of convention exclusives, we got some new reveals in the past 2 days from a couple of different companies. So first of all, from Jada Toys, we got a look at their second San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. The first one, which I talked about last week, was that Street Fighter Evil Ryu figure. This week, it is one of their cereal figures, the Boo Bear figure that glows in the dark. This version glows in the dark. So Jada Toys still has not given us any specific details on exactly how people will be able to get these figures, if they will only be sold at the convention. It is listed as a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, but I do feel like they'll probably make these available online to folks that don't actually go to the convention at some point. But again, Jada Toys has not yet given those kinds of details. Now, speaking of San Diego Comic-Con exclusives, NECA today revealed some more of theirs, plus giving details on how to purchase their exclusives online. So first of all, we got a look at that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 turtle box set that they had been teasing for the last few weeks. That comes with all 4 turtles dressed in the samurai gear as they wore in the movie. The cost of that set is going to be $150. And then they also showed off a Universal Monsters glow-in-the-dark creature from the Black Lagoon figure, which will cost $30. So all of their exclusives, they are going to put up and make them available for a limited time with limited quantities on the NECA store starting on June 21st. So you're going to want to mark your calendar. They're going to hold sales every day between June 21st and June 23rd, starting at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. And they will run the sale until they run out of the designated quantities for each of the exclusives on those days. So if you missed the first day, you'll get another chance on the second day. And if you miss the second day, then another chance on the third day. So again, they are going to make limited quantities available on their website to those who don't actually attend the convention. The other exclusives that they've previously announced, which I have previously talked about, includes that Secret of the Ooze Kino with scooter and pizza box. That one's going to cost $100. The Gremlins New Batch Ultimate Showgirl Greta, that one's going to cost $50. The Alf Cosmic Con figure, that one's going to cost $40. And then the two that they showed off today, the Turtle 4-pack and the Universal Monster one. So again, starting on June 21st at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, and then the sale will go until they sell out of the limited quantities. There is a Q&A page to answer more specific questions about when you'll be charged and all that. I will put a link to that in the video description below. And they are warning against bots and stuff, that they will be looking out for the scalper bots and stuff who buy multiples and things like that. I think they're going to limit people to maybe one or two of each item. I'm not sure, but again, they are going to be making their Comic-Con exclusives this year available online. Now, one final piece of information I want to go on and share with you on the NECA toy front. So as I've talked about here recently, this coming Friday is going to be kicking off the Target online Geek Out collector event. And that's where every Friday, and again, it starts this Friday and will be going through to the middle of July, they will roll out exclusive pre-orders and stuff from various companies. So every week it's usually from a different company. We don't know yet what company will be kicking things off this Friday. Things will kick off at 8 a.m. Central Time. A lot of people have thought it's going to be NECA, since a lot of the recent Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle products have been hitting physical stores. However, I will say that I saw a post from somebody who works from NECA on Twitter, where somebody had asked them if they thought this week's Geek Out was going to be NECA products, and he thought they were not. In fact, he seemed to indicate that NECA wasn't even going to have products for the Geek Out event. I find that really hard to believe, but it is very possible that Turtle stuff will not be going up this coming Friday, even though, again, a lot of this stuff is already hitting physical Target stores. But what I wanted to pass on to you today, and I will put a link to this, you'll need to go over to the TNI website, and a big thanks to Rio for gathering up all this information. But he's got all the figures that have already started hitting shelves, 3 animated series sets, which are of course exclusive to Target, various Mirage comic sets, which it's not clear if those are actual Target exclusives or not. My guess is that they're not. They're probably just going to be first dibs Target. Though there is one listing for a figure that we actually haven't even seen starting to hit stores yet. It is a Mirage Casey Jones with a red variant t-shirt. And that may be a Target exclusive. Target likes to pick up exclusives with red in it a lot of times, so that one might be a Target exclusive. And in that one, we haven't even seen hitting. I don't think we've even seen hitting physical stores yet. But we've got links, placeholder links. These links are not live at this time. But when or if Target lists these products on their website, and I suspect, pretty much with all of them at some point they will, then these should be the links for them when they go live. So we will probably find out in the wee hours of Friday morning. That's usually when Target starts to tease the items that will be going up later in the day, again at 8 a.m. Central Time. But I don't know, unless NECA gives us specific or whatever company is going to have their stuff go up this week. We'll have to probably wait until like the wee hours of Friday morning to really find out what's going to be going up on the Target website. But again, you know, as always, when more information on this stuff becomes available, I'll be sure to let you know. And I will put a link to this story on TNI that has all these links if you want to bookmark them. Like I say, even if they don't go up this coming Friday or even during the Geek Out event, eventually they should go up on the Target website. Most of these, especially the animated series stuff, which is 100% a Target exclusive. You know, those should be going up at some point, and you might want to keep those links handy in your bookmarks. Now let's jump over to Hasbro and Transformers. So we had several new pre-orders go live on the Target website just today. Probably the most interesting, at least to me, is the set that features Ironhide and from the animated 86 movie, basically replicating when they get the ship blown out of them and killed on the Autobot shuttle by Megatron and Starscream. So you don't have smoke actually coming out of Prowl's eyes or anything, but you know, this set is, you know, definitely meant to replicate that scene from the Transformers movie. So definitely maybe a little bit morbid, but definitely interesting. Now this set does cost about $55.99. The release date on it is said to be July 30th. And again, this went up for pre-order on the Target website today, and as I'm filming this, it is still currently available. And then also going up on the Target website is a new Bumblebee Buzzworthy 4-pack that features Decepticon Seeker, which looks like Thundercracker, Quintesson Trooper, a G2 Universe Cybertronian Trooper, and an Animated Universe Auto Trooper. So not really familiar with those last two, but again, this is another set that went up on the Target website today. This one is slated with an October 1st release date, and the price on this one is $77.99. And then the final Transformer that went up on Target's website is an AOE Grimlock Leader class figure. This is part of the Studio series. This one's going to cost $55.99, and according to the Target website, will be released at the end of July. Now, real quick on the GIJoe Classified front. So I've talked about how, like, starting tomorrow on June 14th, we will see pre-orders for 2 new GIJoe Classified figures. I previously told you that tomorrow we could expect a mainline release, part of the next wave of 5 figures, and then the second figure going up for pre-order was going to be a fan channel exclusive. So some press images have slipped out early, it looks like, ahead of tomorrow's pre-orders, giving us the answer to what exactly 2 figures will be going up for pre-order. So the first one here is of Tunnel Rat. We'd seen a digital render for this one before, so this, I believe, is probably going to be the mainline release. There's the next wave of 5 figures. And then the second figure is one we have not seen before. It is listed as Desert Commando Snake Eyes, so a desert version of Snake Eyes. So I'm guessing this is probably the fan channel exclusive, again, that we have not yet seen or has been mentioned from Hasbro up until this point. So you can probably expect, I won't say 100%, but I'm guessing these will be the 2 that, again, will be going up for pre-order tomorrow, June 14th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and both of these will be available at places like our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. And then also don't forget that on June 21st, that'll be the next day that the GIJoe Classified figures go up for pre-order. That'll be 3 figures that go up, one of which will be a deluxe figure. I still don't know exactly what figures will be going up, but I'm guessing my best guess on the deluxe figure is going to be the Mutt and Junkyard. And then on the 28th, that's the third day this month where GIJoe Classified pre-orders will be dropping. That'll be another round of, for the regular wave, again, I don't know for sure, but we'd seen the digital renders of Tunnel Rat, along with that version 2 Firefly, the low light figure, the Crimson Viper, and Grunt. So I think those are probably going to be the 5 figures in the next wave, and those again will be spread out over the course of this month as far as pre-orders go. And then the final bit of news I have for you today is from Hasbro on the Marvel Legend front. So this morning we got a new reveal, a new 2-pack reveal. This is going to be another Target store exclusive. It is Marvel Legends Venom, Space Knight, and Mania 2-pack. So this one is going to cost $55.99 is the price that is listed. This is going to be another one of those Target exclusives. This will be going up for pre-order next Thursday, which is June 22nd on or around 1 p.m. Eastern time. So yesterday I told you how this coming Thursday will be the Scarlet Witch from Multiverse of Madness Target exclusive figure. That's what will be going up for pre-order on Target's website this coming Thursday. Last week we had the Black Widow figure, and then again next week is going to be this new Venom 2-pack. So if you already have the Venom, this version of Venom from the Build-A-Figure version, I don't know if the set's really worth getting. I guess it depends on how big of a Venom fan you are. I do have that figure, so I probably will be passing on this set. But, you know, again, if you're a huge Venom fan or you missed out on that Build-A-Figure, this might be one that you want to check out. And again, this will be going up for pre-order on Target. And there was a little confusion on that because when it was originally announced, it was being listed as a fan channel exclusive. But then Dan Young had to correct that and came out and clarified and said this will be a Target store exclusive. So again, next Thursday, on or around, you never know, at Target, 1 p.m. Eastern time, you can expect this set to go up for pre-order. Okay, so that's it for action figure news. Now, just real quick, I just wanted to share some brief non-spoiler thoughts about the new Flash movie. I got a chance to see an advanced screening last night. It will be coming out this weekend, Thursday, but you know, this is the opening weekend. So I got to be absolutely, yes, I really wanted to like this movie, and the one thing I was going to see the movie for, which was Michael Keaton Batman. That's always been my favorite Batman movie. And I could go into details why, but it's always been my favorite. And this movie really kind of just, you know, brought that to home of why I think, without a shadow of the doubt, Michael Keaton is the best on-screen Batman that we've gotten to date. But beyond Michael Keaton Batman, I really can't give this movie too much in the way of thumbs up. There are a few parts that are funny and such, but for the most part, I felt like the story was very convoluted, didn't make much sense. You know, you always end up with issues with time travel type stories, but this one, you know, takes it to whole new levels, in my opinion. There were a lot of cameos in this movie, but to me, most of them were pretty much pointless. It was like they were just throwing them in there just as like eye candy, but they really didn't add much to the story. I was also pretty disappointed that Henry Cavill's Superman is not in this movie. I think that was a real big missed opportunity on Warner Brothers' part, not having him in this movie. Now, when I say that, I don't mean to knock the actress playing Supergirl, which was basically filling that Superman role. Sasha Calle, I believe is how you say her name. I think she did as good a job as anyone other than Henry Cavill could have done in that role. But I feel like if Cavill had been in that role, first of all, I think it would have been just awesome seeing Henry Cavill's Superman fighting alongside Michael Keaton Batman. But also, I think it would have given closure to the Henry Cavill Superman fans if they had brought him into this movie. I think it would have given more meaning to some of the cameos that were thrown into this movie if he had been there. So I really feel like that was very much a missed opportunity. But don't take that to say like, oh, Sasha Calle was horrible as Supergirl, because I think she did a pretty good job with what she was given. But I just feel like that role should have been made for Henry Cavill's Superman, especially since, you know, this would have likely been the final time we had seen him in the suit. There's a cameo at the very end that I think is pretty funny, but again, really doesn't add anything to the story. In fact, you know, you essentially come out of the theater going, you know, what was the point of any of this? So it doesn't like hit the big reset button to make way for the James Gunn universe. It doesn't really bring closure to, I don't think it's going to bring much closure to Snyderverse fans, things like that. So, you know, I felt like there was a lot of missed opportunities. Again, I really like Michael Keaton in this movie. I thought he shined as Batman. Ben Affleck, not as much. You know, Ben Affleck's scenes, I did not think were that good. You know, I kind of felt like he was phoning it in, which I don't really blame him for with everything that's happened with him and the DC stuff. But, you know, I hated his suit. I mean, the suit I thought was horrible. I mean, through most of his scenes, he's on that bike, and so he's kind of crunched over. But I just thought that suit that he's wearing, which is the bluish one, which looks nothing like the McFarlane figure that we got, I just thought that looked really bad. Something about the mask, I think, just didn't look very good. The Flash's new suit looked good, so definitely that was a vast improvement over the suit that we saw in Justice League and stuff. But Batman's I was not a fan of. But Again, you know, Michael Keaton Batman was great, and I feel like I have a feeling this movie is going to do well at the box office, and I think in large part because everyone's going to go see it for Michael Keaton. I can't, it's not, Michael Keaton's just not in the movie enough. He has a sizable role, but he's just not in it enough to like completely save the movie. But his parts in it, I do think are the best parts about this movie. So I gave it a C- overall. Michael Keaton, I gave an A+. Whether you go see it or not, that's really up to you. But like I said, it was not, I was really hoping I was going to go in and be kind of like blown away with this movie and everything, and maybe feel enthusiastic about DC movies again. And unfortunately, that just really didn't happen. Okay, so that's it. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything I talked about down in the comment section below. Once you go to see the movie, if you go to see the movie, the Flash movie, feel free to share your thoughts about that as well. As always, guys, if so inclined, like the video, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so alerted every time I upload a news video. If you found the information in this video useful to you and you think other collectors will find it useful, please feel free to share it wherever you hang out on social media. And until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.
Hey, thanks for watching today's video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so alerted every time I upload a new video. And be sure to head over to the Toy News International and Marvelous News Message Boards communities. It's a great place to talk toys and win cool contests like $100 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. And remember, action figures are great.